Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic Dino action. Good morning, everybody who is watching tomorrow, whenever it is, weeks, months, years from now. This is going to continue to be a stunner. I can tell. I know, but I was thinking, maybe, just maybe, Ancient Imperiosaur could be the best thing that dinos can do. There's a lot of very good things. There's a good case to make for other stuff, but something about it, especially the past few nights. I mean, it's almost on autopilot. It was 11:45, which it is a little bit earlier tonight, but 11:45 yesterday, and I still got the job done. Half asleep, pretty much. The Dino Master, I guess you could say. Over 400 streams, still going strong, and still gonna continue with this fantastic, lovely tribal deck. Nothing really changed much except for the sideboard. We'll get into that. Still the Huntmaster, Marauding Raptor, Domri, Topiary. Of course, Marauding and Huntmaster again. For anybody that did not see, these reduce Ancient Imperiosaur by 2. Each of these, the cost reduction and the creature themselves, which I think helps lend to the fact that I'm starting to feel like this is the bee's knees. Boom, play this. An 8/8, a 10/10. Oh look, you got a 20/20 with Xenagos. Or you got Carnage Tyrant, Xenagos. Ghalta, Xenagos. Something super big like this. Luca, -4. Boom. Get rid of everything. Wow, that's going to be the plan tonight. Mana base again, nice and consistent. I don't have Chandra, which, I switched out Domri for her. Domri is one less, powers things up, ramps, can be removal. It does roughly the same stuff that Chandra Torch of Defiance does. But of course, you often don't get to her ultimate. So, you can kind of rate that off a little bit. So we'll go with this. We get counter spell protection for the stuff that, doesn't have that. Things get bigger, which could be impactful. Of course, making the thing bigger is always going to be a benefit. With Xenagos, effectively, Domri reads, creatures you control get +1/+0, and another creature gets +2/+0 if that creature is doubled in power with this. So that is also lovely. But removal, 6 pieces. Seems pretty decent, I would say. But yes, the sideboard. Well, back to nature. That has not changed. We're going to be continuing our domination against those pesky enchantment decks. And Tyrannosaurus Rex. Control, boom. Imperiosaur, out. T-Rex, in. Keep it simple. There you go. A Braid. Well, that is the new addition for tonight. For indomitable creativity, stuff with creatures that, for the most part have 3 or less toughness, destroying an artifact, taking out a creature. For indomitable creativity, either they are targeting a treasure, a clue, or a goblin token, maybe a shark token. Stuff that, this could effectively counter indomitable creativity for the most part. Maybe they have 1 or 2 mana up to protect it, but I think for the most part they're going to be sinking everything they have, everything they can into it. It's just going to be lovely. Brotherhood's End, well, aggro, stuff like that. Gets the job done. Get us out of a sticky situation. But Ghalta, I want another copy. I was thinking maybe 2 copies to start. I wanted 2 copies somewhat in the mix because Mono Green Devotion, you guys may have seen last night. If you didn't, go check it out. We get the best chance possible to do something with her, the queen. It doesn't always happen because, of course, removal, stomp from Bone Crusher Giant, 2 damage, fatal push. Nah, it's painful. But with Mono Green Devotion, they do their own thing, we do our own thing. then we might do something bigger than what they're doing, especially if we double it. Double it and send it to the next person, which is going to be the opponent, and they're dead. Hopefully there's a similar turn of events as last night, but all right. Nothing that hits graveyards, but I'm not really too worried about that. A Braid, of course, 3 damage, lines up with Greasefang's 3 toughness, so I mean that's one of the bigger, more popular graveyard-themed decks, so that should be good. I could probably just trim Galta, go 4 Braids, or just split it up. 2 Braids and 2 of something else that is instant speed, single target interaction to help us out in that regard. But this covers a lot of stuff. Lovely. Maybe Brotherhood's End, switch it for the Akroan War. No? Lots of possibilities. But we're certainly bringing the pain beginning in game 1. Oh my goodness. Always going to be a nice time. Yeah, I'm thinking Domri. Domri's going to be better. I did record a little video. I might trim it up, see if it looks good enough for me. My son makes his first appearance, making a comment about specifically Domri versus Chandra, Torch of Defiance. So keep an eye out for that. Now, and I won't be streaming Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night. It is the long weekend here in Canada. For anybody else watching elsewhere in the world. Yeah. But it's going to be longer streams next week. Should be pretty long. Either way, the Dino action will continue. I might schedule some stuff. We'll see. Yeah, maybe for the weekend. The Dinos never sleep. I never sleep. I never stop playing them. I play them on my breaks, on my vacation, whenever I get the chance, whenever I'm not watching the kids, or, they watch me play it, and they only last about 10 minutes. Pretty short time. This hand, though, is worth a shot. We got 3 lands. We got 2 things for 3. Both of that stuff ramps. Of course, already Domri is nicer to see than Chandra. Certainly makes me feel more comfortable. We know we can get this down, and we may not have gotten Chandra. Of course, Topiary Stomper. Okay, well, who doesn't love a good Thoughtseize to start off the night? No. Nuts. But of course, I have prevailed through multiple Thoughtseizes. Perhaps you guys have as well. Ooh, they do some bad stuff. Thoughtseize. Then they run out of gas because they're not playing much of anything else. It is always lovely to get that Huntmaster. I imagine Thoughtseize would have gotten rid of it. Maybe they have a Fatal Push, so they still would have gotten rid of Domri and then killed Huntmaster now. Oh, no, that's hashtag pre-recorded. There you go. Of course it is not recorded. That's lovely. If we get a Castle Garenbrig, we get Carnage Tyrant next turn, so the opponent better be scared. The lands are already looking pretty bad for them. They've got a Mutavault, which is, it's something, but it is not a source of black, and they may be desperately hoping for that. Rakdos Midrange with Mutavault does seem interesting, and there's the second Thoughtseize, as I mentioned. They can't play Blood Tithe Harvester. Blood Tithe Harvester needs a black and a red. They have a colorless and a black or a red. So this is really, I think it's messing them up, I must say. Huntmaster, maybe it dies to a second Fatal Push. 2 Thoughtseizes, 2 Fatal Pushes, or a Stomp, or go for the throat. There's only a few things it can be, so it's not like it's a big guess. It's always the same, which is kind of nice. No more Thoughtseize. Oh boy. Oh, good stuff. Land. Oh, that's not a land, but it is a creature. We'll try to pressure Bone Crusher Giant. Hope they don't have that Fatal Push for the token. See how it goes. Of course, if Bone Crusher traded with the token, I'd be perfectly happy with that. Get the pressure. Do it. You know you wanna. Oh, good. The token is the easiest thing to kill with Fatal Push and all that stuff, so there's a very good chance, at the very least, that token would have died. I won't trade with the Bone Crusher Giant with Regisaur Alpha, but we'll see how it goes. Fatal Push only could have targeted the token. They didn't have it that turn because, of course, it connected, but perhaps they just drew it this turn. And, oh, doubling up on the stomps. Well, that is not something I would have expected. I mean, it's fine by me if you want to sink all your resources into doing that. Huh. I've got Topiary Stomper to boot. We get Carnage Tyrant next turn if... Oh my goodness, excuse me for that. If they don't have another Thoughtseize. Of course, we've seen 2 Thoughtseizes. There's a pretty good chance we won't see a third copy. But nuts. What can you do? Rough. Draw a 7th land next turn would be quite devastating indeed. They only have 4 cards in their graveyard. They need a total of 6, including Kroxa, to be able to escape them, and there we go. Either we get a land or we get a creature. This, of course, is better than just the land because we got a body. Ooh, they're dead if they can't kill anything. Oh my goodness. What did I say? We saw that Thoughtseize. They play a few. Oh, you start to feel bad. It's understandable. Nobody likes that happening. But stick with it. Get that stable ramp. If you do have stable ramp, play this. Boom. You can't Fatal Push a basic land. You keep doing your thing, getting them to burn their stuff, and often enough, it will happen. You'll get the win. The opponent will be like, "Oh, nuts. I didn't get her done." But I think a Braid could be quite nice. Take out a Bone Crusher, maybe. Nah. Brotherhood's End, though. I do like that. Although a Braid maybe to take out Mutavault, if and when they do make it a creature, is also lovely. Fairly low chance, perhaps, that Ancient Imperiosaur comes down as big. You know, they're killing the Marauding and Huntmaster and Topiary. I'm going to keep it. Let's keep it as is. I got a good feeling about this. Okay. Man, that's a good way to start. Ooh. Getting fired up. Not with that hand. Okay, that is better. Definitely. Certainly keep both Maraudings. You know one is going to go down to something at some point. The 3rd land, lovely stuff. We should get to Shifting out. Misery Shadow. Very nice, so they can't kill whatever we play this turn. I almost played that Rockfall Vale, and we would have felt pretty darn bad if that had happened. If they don't kill Marauding, I'm going to go Shifting Ceratops next turn. Maybe if they... okay. Ouch. Oh, they're doing it. They're sinking both their mana into Misery Shadow. So let's think about that for a second. They may not have anything for 1 or anything for 2 that could kill a creature. That kind of makes me feel perhaps that's the case. Of course, the Marauding Raptor went down. The other one is the only thing we can play. So our land for the turn, being able to be that Sheltered Thicket that enters the battlefield tapped, is beautiful, beautiful stuff. We get Shifting Ceratops, I would imagine, next turn, since perhaps they don't have anything for 1 or 2. Woohoo! Nope. Are they going to sink everything into it? What is going on? Okay, so they have something. They definitely got something. Question becomes, could it be stomp from Bonecrusher Giant. I suspect that. Shifting Ceratops would go down after Marauding Raptor pings it. Regisaur Alpha is better. We'll have a few bodies next turn. Luca will come down possibly for 5. We'll be able to use his -4 right away. Either way, we see what they're holding up their mana for. Okay. Odd. Oh, they goofed up. They could have killed Regisaur Alpha before combat, before it went to combat. I wouldn't have been able to attack with the token. They would have saved themselves taking 3 damage. I love when that happens. It's too late at that point. Beautiful. The token loses the haste, but by the time it gets to combat, it's all over at that point. Too little, too late. Maybe if they could do it right at the absolute beginning, before I declare attackers, perhaps. I'm not sure. That was very good for us. I mean, Luca next turn, we could take out the Graveyard Trespasser, certainly. That is something. We can't take out Misery Shadow, sadly. I think it has to be Shifting Ceratops. Luca for 4. Keep in mind, we're left with 1 land. Luca ramps for 2. 2 plus the 1 land, Shifting Ceratops for 3. That's what we're doing. I'm okay taking 2 because we get to do 2 things. This could be very, very nasty indeed. We have a bunch of bodies. As long as Luca sticks around, I think it's going to be good. We might have to block some of those things because they're certainly going to send a lot towards him. That would be rough. Hit him with Marauding Raptor. Wood Graveyard Trespasser. Trade with it. Perhaps. But if they have Fatal Push, permanently, no, I don't think they have Fatal Push. We'll test the waters. Oh, that's pretty good. Good, they don't. They don't have that Fatal Push. Beautiful. Extinction Event. Okay, that does hurt, I must say. Luca is still alive. Keep that in mind. Oh, good. Hopefully we get some creature that we can use his ramp on and maybe buy ourselves some time. Give ourselves a chance here. It is a creature, that's for sure. No, it's not nothing. But we're not dead next turn. We can make a Phyrexian Beast, might as well. I'll leave that land there. I don't need it. Yeah, we're not attacking. No. But we'll see. If they got Fatal Push, we're dead. If they have some spell that can take out that token, we're definitely dead. Okay. Yeah, something. Carnage Tyrant would finish him off. 14. Yeah. Well, that's not Carnage Tyrant. That sucks. But yeah, Carnage Tyrant would have been 14 damage. 7 times 2. Bonecrusher Giant would have only been able to stop 3 of it. No, never mind. Okay. I forgot to count for the life that Graveyard Trespasser gained, but pretty close. Would have been nice. However, lots of stuff for 3. I should have listened to my gut and brought in Brotherhood's End that deals 3 damage to everything. Luca, well, I could see myself trimming it. I'll trim at least all the Lucas and 1 Galta. I sometimes trim Huntmaster, but we're on the play. Let's try and go as fast as possible. give ourselves the best chance, and Luca takes out multiple things. Brotherhood's End takes out multiple things. Those two cards kind of lining up for those reasons. So, my goodness, that first hand, good. We got to keep something at some point. We're going to be keeping this. Oh, excuse me again. My goodness. Cross your fingers. Cross your claws. We get that second land. We did not get that second land. Oh, rough. You can't keep mulliganing forever. It is very rough to... Okay, well, we got the land. Yeah, that is something. If we get the third land, we'll go Brotherhood's End. If they played more creatures, which I think there could be a good chance that they do. Taking out the Goblin and Misery Shadow would be okay by me. Okay, well, we'll play something. At the very least, we could block Misery Shadow, I guess. Just hope they don't get Shieldred. Oh, nuts. They see the Brotherhood's End. They're probably wondering why we haven't just conceded already. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay. Has to be Brotherhood's End if we get the land next turn. If we don't, yeah, it's pretty much all. Well, I'll just play this again. We'll get to the third land eventually. 2 in the top. Well, we're more than the top 10. We're almost the top 12. Crazy. Can't let Misery Shadow connect. That's a given. No, we'd be mostly dead at that point. They will pump it, save it, that's for sure. Maybe they play so much they don't have enough to save it. Play something else for 3. Play that. Oh, they... Yeah, when you only have 2 lands in the top 12. Remember, I sent 2 cards to the bottom. We were at 50. And then the other 2... You just don't draw stuff sometimes. That's how she goes. But that was very lovely to start that game 1. Beautiful. Okay. Is tonight the night of Rakdos? Oh, I'm kind of feeling something is going to double up. Some deck, somewhere. Maybe it'd be good if it wasn't Rakdos, but still, I'm happy to face it. Happy to see the slight tweaks and variations between them. Misery Shadow. That gets interesting. If they have enough mana to make it big enough to save it from whatever you're doing. You always got to keep that in mind. Ooh, yeah. Don't even need to talk about that. Let's move on. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Ouch. Yeah, 1 Sheltered Thicket. We start off with this. Having a second one could get kind of awkward. Depending what we draw, we might want it untapped or something different. But I mean, right away, there you go. We got Marauding. That's where we want to be against, hopefully, mono green. Well, Gruul vehicles is rough. Reckless, Stormseeker. Okay, good. Wolf Willow Haven. Not Wolf Willow Haven. Okay. If we can get that Luca, and we should potentially get... Oh, yeah, play more. And watch him die to Luca next turn. Of course, we could take out Kiora plus the dorks? We can. Oh, that is beautiful. Of course the Elvish Mystic is not going to block Marauding Raptor. Oh my goodness. Taking out Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic, Kiora. Possibly another mana dork if they play it. They're probably going to -1 Kiora. We will only have to deal 1 to her. Ooh, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. They got 6 mana, so they do have Storm the Festival. Potentially. That's good too. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It would have been lovely if we could have taken Kiora out. See if she untaps the land and they play that Wolf Willow Haven. Maybe not. Well, I know what I'm doing. Pay that 2 life. Get the Luca. Oh, wow. Well, that is decent, to say the least. Bing, bang, boom. That should slow him down a bit. It's not going to be a crazy amount. I'll let Cavalier of Thorns take out Luca, and so we'll see what happens. That bought us time. They would have barfed a whole lot of stuff this turn if we hadn't done that. They certainly want to see him go. They're probably mad, furious, raging. That is really good. Really good. At the moment, they only have 5 mana, which is that's good for mono green devotion. It's more like mono green stompy something. We have enough lands at this point. We can easily let that Cavalier of Thorns take out Luca. We got another land in hand. Fine by me. And that Marauding Raptor could come in quite handy indeed. Okay. Playing that Storm the Festival next turn, perhaps. But Carnage Tyrant, also lovely. Hopefully, we get to see that Xenagos, and we'll really start to bring the pressure next turn. Yeah, that'd be nice. Excuse me. Do I want Old Growth Troll to trade with Marauding Raptor? Yeah. Maybe. No. I'll save it just in case it helps us out somehow, some way. If we get that Ancient Imperiosaur, it would be nicer to have Marauding Raptor. Big time. Yeah, we still could be dead. They've got 8 mana at the moment. That's pretty big. That's a Storm the Festival. Ouch. Nissa. That was also bad. She's going to untap that Nykthos. They're going to be making a whole lot. A whole painful lot of mana. Nuts. Karn. The bane, the doom of our existence. Okay. You do your thing. That's how she goes. Maybe I should start playing Star of Extinction. 20 damage to everything. Creatures, planeswalkers, and you destroy land. Just smoke them, wreck them. And we're not busting through this, not anytime soon. Yeah, they'll do us in next turn, sadly. Portal to Phyrexia, Cityscape Leveler, done for. It is rough. It is a rough matchup. I want to play it more. I want to perfect it. I'm not afraid, it's just a little bit difficult at the moment. Oh, what am I thinking? I said tonight if we face this deck, what we're bringing in. Ghalta it is. Trim a Carnage Tyrant. Ooh, hitting them with a 24-24. They would be no more. Good. We didn't have to mulligan that first hand, which is quite beautiful indeed. Oh, we got one from the opponent. All right. Oh, definitely nice. Wow. Looking back on last night, the opponent who kept a hand that didn't include a mana dork. That bought us some time. That was welcome. Indeed. They don't have Nykthos yet. We won't take out Old Growth Troll. Doesn't make sense to give them more ramp. Leave it alive. We'll do some good stuff next turn. Possibly Luca. Probably just Ghalta. There you go. We're seeing her just a little bit more often with that second copy. That Ghalta we're seeing right now, it could potentially have been the Carnage Tyrant. We'll never know. But, hey, Professor Everything, how's it going? How's it going? Oh, I jinxed myself saying they don't have Nykthos, but, well, it's going pretty good tonight. Getting to the long weekend here in Canada. Beautiful stuff. Kind of taking the weekend off. Well, not really. I'm still playing dinos, like I mentioned at the beginning of tonight. I think we should get the job done. If we get another land, Ghalta next turn, Luca after that, 12 damage divided as we choose, and we... Oh my goodness. Alright. Thanks for passing by and saying hi. Hope you have a good one. The opponent is not going to have a good one, though. Do I like Luca for 4? Luca plus Ghalta. Maybe? Oh, what am I thinking? Regisaur Alpha plus Ghalta. Regisaur for 3, Ghalta for 2. Hit them as hard as humanly possible and hope they don't kill us next turn. Now the question becomes, do I want to attack with absolutely everything? Basically. Might as well. Pretty much good game. They'll block some of our weaker creatures, whatever. Somebody had to block Marauding because Marauding plus Ghalta is a total of 20, which is pretty nice. We don't know that we've won yet. Of course, they could go storm the festival, Karn, untap Nykthos, Cityscape Leveler, destroy Ghalta. Rough, but as long as Ghalta survives next turn, we may get him. No storm the festival. I have a total of 9 mana. 10. 10, that's not nice. I jinx myself. Lands and dorks, lands and dorks. Lands and dorks. It's got to be something good, or else they're dead. Okay, that is, well, I get to recast to storm the festival when they untap Nykthos. Well, this next one, it's going to be lands and dorks. Lands and dorks. Come on, you can do it. Polychronos. That's rough. We're going to be transforming that this turn. Definitely. Yeah, we almost got her done. And we still might be able to. We'll see. That's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. The usual mono green stuff. So they will transform it. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I can take out the Polychronos and Nykthos, actually, because Nykthos is a creature. Ooh. Do I want to do that? Let's try. Worth a shot. We got to do something. Somehow. Somewhere. Yeah. I guess I'll do that. One on the Silverback Elder. Huh? 6 and 3 and 2. Oh, pretty good. Maybe it softens them up enough. At the very least, they lose that Nykthos, they lose Devotion, lots of ramp. They won't have Storm the Festival next. Well, they will have Storm the Festival. Never mind. Well, they have to block with a whole lot of stuff to take out Galta, so I'll hold her back. Maybe I should just go for Lucas, because if we drew another one next turn, that would just be an uphill battle for them to crawl back from. They have a total of 6. No Storm the Festival flashbacked this turn at least. Luca, where you at? Yeah. Maybe sometime this weekend. I'll try it with 4 copies, multiple copies of Galta to begin with. We'll run into this scenario a little bit more often, and maybe, just maybe, we can save ourselves. I don't think they're going to attack. Of course, they are at a pretty healthy 15, but still, it would be scary. We can take a decent bit of damage. Of course, the token could block something, which might be nice. I don't have 10. They only have 9. They miscalculated. Good. Very good. Well, that's not a Luca, but we do have our 7th land. Thankfully, luckily, we got another blocker. Do I make a creature? Nah, I'm just going to ramp. Maybe we can get to 4. Ooh, that would be nice. Worth a shot, I guess. We'll see what Storm the Festival gets this turn. Oh, you just woke up. Okay. Hey, that's all right. Some nights I just fall asleep on the couch after I put my daughter to sleep, and then I don't end up doing a stream, or the stream is late, so I know exactly how you feel, Pterosaurus. All good. I'm just basically waiting to see if we get Luca. Another Luca. Or maybe something that also cares about a creature with the biggest power. Something like that. We could have also seen a Xenagos. Doubling Galta a few turns previously would have been nice. Never mind. Done for. Rough. I want to tweak things a little bit. Again, I don't face mono green too much, but it's interesting. Last night was 2 times. One was that splashing blue variation for the potentially scary Hydroid Crassus. Sinking mana into it for X. Oh, excuse me. Enters with X counters, and you gain X. You gain half X life, and you draw half X cards. So, a very lovely mana sink indeed. My goodness. But we'll keep it like that. We'll put a pin in it for Monstrous Onslaught. I'll show you guys that after we finish this upcoming match. Volcanic Salvo also can be quite fantastic. I've used it before and you guys may have seen it. I'm pretty sure I was using it on stream, but it is the Galta removal. It costs a total of 12, 10 and 2 red, and it deals 6 damage to, 2 creatures, a creature and a planeswalker, that sort of stuff. So already right there, 1 spell, you take out 2 very big things. That could be all you need. And only 2 red. You do Lucas -4, take out some stuff. You do Volcanic Salvo afterwards to really just, devastating. I mean, most decks are not as big as mono green. Everything else is underneath it, so perhaps that plane would be overkill, but it would kill. Certainly would kill Shieldred at 5 toughness, which I'm pretty sure it was a Rakdos Midrange list that it was facing, that I gotta use Volcanic Salvo against. Taking out Shieldred and might have been a Graveyard Trespasser, I think. Wow, this is getting very good. Of course, we're facing off against Dimir. Is it going to be Rogues? Is it going to be Arcfiend Alteration, Metamorphic Alteration? We'll see. I imagine Huntmaster is going to die, or they save an answer for the bigger thing. If that is a counter spell, of course, Shifting Ceratops is going to make him cry many, many tears. Either way, we'll be playing multiple things next turn, I would imagine. Huntmaster for 2, Marauding for 1, maybe Topiary. Marauding for 1 if this Huntmaster lives. Shifting for 2, they might let Marauding resolve because they're like, they're going to play something else. I'll wait. Oh, great. I waited too long and now I have to contend with this. No. They're really thinking long and hard about it. Kill it. Don't. Okay, good. Or they're pretending like they have something. Not like it changes our game plan. We're going to be playing stuff, which is pretty good. Bluff. Doesn't matter to me. For the most part. Especially if it is a counter spell. It's not like I'm not going to play something. But maybe they went AFK. Oh, they know what's coming? Perhaps they're stream sniping. Ooh, yeah. I actually was thinking about that last night. Huh. Maybe some people see me and they know what's coming down the pipe. No, auto tapper, don't do that. It was about to use both red sources for Huntmaster. Technically, Karplusan Forest is a colorless, but oh my goodness. Maybe they did see that we had Huntmaster, another one, Marauding, Shifting, Topiary, and Nighthawk Scavenger is not quite going to do it. Now the question becomes, actually, I kind of like that. Let's go Marauding for 1. Xenagos is a creature, so Xenagos is going to be reduced to 3. We're going big. We're going home. That Nighthawk Scavenger is absolutely going to block the Marauding Raptor. That is now an 8/7. I'm in heaven. We get to attack with the other one. That's 2 power. No one in their right mind is going to take 8. We take out a creature. We break the Marauding Raptor lock. We get Xenagos down. Shifting next turn. We're off to the races. Carnage Tyrant next turn. Ancient Imperiosaur next turn. Would kill him in 1 hit. Ancient Imperiosaur could come down as a 10/10. Boom. Dead. 20/20. Xenagos. Let's hope for that. There's so many lovely variations of stuff that could happen. Well, that's not Carnage Tyrant, that's not other stuff, but that Marauding Raptor is going to be big. Do things happen at instant speed? We'll test the waters. We'll see if they have removal for something. Hopefully we see something big next turn. Of course, there's 4 Ancient Imperiosaurs. There is 4 Carnage Tyrants. And we haven't seen one quite yet. We're almost a quarter of the way through, so we certainly are due. Maybe they had that counter spell, and now they're like, nuts. I should have used it. Oh, they're going to turn off Xenagos. Watch it. Are you just dead? Maybe. What you gonna kill? Yeah, I'll just replay it. Oh. Pterosaurus, maybe maybe they did. They're like, goodness, I can't deal with that. How beautiful is that? I'm happy we saw Xenagos. And again, keep in mind, if you don't have 7 devotion, Xenagos isn't a creature on the battlefield. Xenagos is always a creature in your hand, even if you have 0 devotion. So cost reducing, reduction, whatever. As you saw there, we had 2 Maraudings. That's pretty good playing this thing for 3. Whoopee. But counter spells, removal, things like that. Tyrannosaurus Rex for Ancient Imperiosaur. Simple. Maybe a braid. Oh, yeah, we're going to do a braid. Trim 3 Huntmasters. Huntmaster's going to die to a lot, I would imagine. The abrade, 3 damage is going to take out the Nighthawk Scavenger at 3 toughness. Lovely. It only increases in power with different types of stuff, different types of cards in the graveyard. Oh, I should do that. I keep saying I will make some memes. I'll record myself as the meme doing it, whatever the sayings, famous quotes from movies, books, whatever. Oh, that would be a good one though. I'm going to try it. We've taken a game from them. We've got a lot of lands. We've got Castle Garenbrig getting us ahead in that department, getting us to Carnage Tyrant or Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's a reasonable chance we'll see something cheaper. Domri, the 1 Huntmaster, a Braid, Marauding, Topiary. Ooh, the nasty Thieves Guild Enforcer. Huh. Well, if they play the Soaring Thought Thief coming up here, well, I would have tried to kill it, but this is, well, it's a wacky turn of events. It's certainly rougher. Hopefully it's not Soaring Thought. Okay, it's Soaring Thought Thief. Well, again, a Braid. Lining up quite nicely with that. Would have been good if we could have taken it out. Lovely. Would have stopped them from milling 2 cards. We would have been at 4, and that certainly would have been quite nice indeed. Basically guaranteed Marauding Raptor is going to eat something. Something bad is going to happen. Bounce, kill, counter, drown in the lock. Oh, my goodness. I was kind of saying about people who pre-record videos, which is fine. I love it. I do it. But this is my favorite thing at the moment to do. Live streams. You play one thing enough, it's pretty cool when you can just say, hey, this is going to happen. Carnage Tyrant is the safest. Of course, we'll trade with the Thieves Guild Enforcer. The token from Regisaur, or Regisaur itself, would do that, but they got a lot of cards in hand. They have enough in the graveyard to counter whatever we play. Shifting could go down to black-based removal. Carnage Tyrant is the safest thing. Just hope they don't flash in any more rogues. But yes, definitely look at everything they need to mimic a fraction of Dinosaur's power. A tooth. Hopefully it's not Shieldred's Edict. Good. Good. Making us sacrifice Carnage Tyrant. Not a fun time. Or they could have Liliana of the Vale. Something painful like that. Oh, Luke. Nah, not Luca. I was going to be blocking with Thieves Guild Enforcer anyways, so I wouldn't have had that. Well, that's not a braid. Do they kill us next turn? Not quite. Tyrannosaurus Rex it is. If they don't play another Soaring Thought Thief. Maybe we'll get him. If they let this connect and we're left at 1, and we draw another T-Rex, we would get him to more than 10 poison counters. Do it. Okay, I'm fine with that. They gain a bunch of life, 6. It's rough. That thing was going to be pesky. Very, very painful indeed. We got lots of other good bodies, you know, Shifting Ceratops, flying right past a lot of their creatures. They're at least par blue. Some, we lost. Wow. It would have been a land next turn, and then training. So, okay, shifting. Double shifting? No, not quite. We only have 7 green. Well, I think they have a counter spell of some sort. We'll see how this goes. Pretty sure they did. This is certainly the safest thing to do when they've got 3 mana there and so many cards in hand. I'm going to give it haste. I can't block Soaring Thought Thief anyways, and they may just end up killing Shifting right here. Flash in a Thieves Guild Enforcer, block Shifting, Death Touch, painful. Or go for the throat. Well, we'll keep trying to stick stuff. Where's that Abrade? If only we had seen Abrade a little bit earlier. And of course it is rough that we saw another T-Rex get milled. We would have drawn it. Oh, okay. We'll keep trying. We're not dead yet. Don't think they've milled a single Abrade. They haven't. So it's definitely coming up, which is very nice. Oh, are we getting somewhere? We're getting somewhere. Okay. Or they just flash in the Brazen Borrower. Tends to do the trick. Hey, there you go. Sometimes you just, you have a bunch of good stuff and you don't see the stuff you want to see to take out a key thing. Sometimes you can get a sneaky Brotherhood's End. Of course, a lot of their stuff is 3 or less. That really would be very, very devastating indeed. But I'd prefer the instant speed. They flash in a Soaring Thought Thief at the end of our turn. Before it goes to their turn, we kill it. Or at the end of their turn after they've done Nighthawk Scavenger, something like that. We take out something. Something very key, especially a Thieves Guild Enforcer. That's big. Could be a 4-2, a 3-2, Death Touch. Don't really want to attack because we would lose one of our big dinos. That would be a no-no. A little bit too risky. We know what they are all about. Dimir Rogues. Certainly Marauding Raptor. Probably. Likely going down to something. And then we're left. Stuck. I like it. Way better. Way, way better. More lands, a thing. To kill a thing. To ramp. To get the biggest thing. I'll take it. Send her to the bottom. We got two copies? One copy. One copy. It's the costliest thing. We'll play it safe, knowing what they could do. No thoughtseies. No. Okay. Oof. Rough. Getting rid of probably Topiary Stomper. Or they'll get rid of Topiary Stomper next turn if they have a second one. Or they'll have a counter spell for Topiary. Something like that. Oh, I jinxed myself. I jinxed myself. Hopefully this is a turn of events similar to the Rakdos match. That first game there where they did Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, and we pushed through and got her done. Okay, wow. They don't know shifting is about to happen. We'll play that. Hope it sticks. Go for the throat. I hear it's pretty good. Let's see if they have counter spells. Well, we'll draw out you know what. Change the equation? Well, they were going to counter anything we play. Of course, Topiary Stomper resolving would have been nice. Marauding in, Topiary drawing a 6th land. Possibly playing that Tyrannosaurus Rex next turn as well. Hopefully it's not change the equation, fatal push, go for the throat. Thoughtseize. Yeah. Well, they don't have creatures. We'll get something down at some point. They don't want us to play anything. Okay, we'll just keep going and going and going and going. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. If only we had drawn another land or something. Sticking Topiary Stomper. Finally flashing in a Thieves Guild Enforcer. Huh. We're burning through stuff. At the very least, losing 2 Tyrannosaurus Rexes back to back. That would have been nice. But, of course, I would rather draw a land coming up next turn. So, perhaps they helped us. Well, they got rid of 2 lands, sadly. There better be another one. Oh, okay. Oh, nuts. Okay, well, we finally got a thing down. Phew. That was just, it's pretty gross. It doesn't get much more gross than that. Nothing you can do. I don't think they'll kill Topiary Stomper. We are only at 5 lands. If they do, well, we drew out something else from their hand. Good. Of course, we could mostly be dead. It might be nice if we had brought in Brotherhood's End. They've blown all their gas, and there isn't much left. Definitely not much left. Keep back that token. I want something that's going to take out the Thieves Guild Enforcer. And we are going to take it out. I don't care who I have to block with. Hopefully I'm left with something to block. Good. Doesn't make sense for them to attack. I mean, the Thieves Guild Enforcer trading with the token is very, very nice indeed. Oh, Carnage Tyrant to boot. Well, I'm just going to smack him with that, of course. It doesn't matter because we're dead. Because they have enough flying. The Nighthawk Scavenger being a 7-3. Golly gee. Well, we did some good stuff. We just didn't do good enough stuff 2 times. Okay, let's see. What time is it? My wife needs a little bit of help. Perhaps. I'll wait and see. I won't go yet. See if she wants me right away, this second. Don't go anywhere. Alright, yeah, we'll leave it there for tonight. We'll open up the pack before we go, see if I get a rare wild card or something. Oh, what's it going to be? It's a mythic rare. Okay, that's not nothing. I'll take it. Yeah, that was good. Kind of painful sometimes, not as long as I was hoping for. I'll try and post some stuff on this weekend, this long weekend. If you guys are having a long weekend, hope it's well. Hope all your guys' weekends goes good. Stay cool. Stay warm wherever it is. It's still pretty hot here. Okay. Have a good one. Wherever it is, whenever it is, have a good rest of your time zone, and see you next time. Peace.